Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about just three things: the different ALS candidates, the different groups that are going to be out there, the new form I developed for folks who are in the first stages, the first two phases of precepting, the formative and competency phase, and expectations of preceptors. So let's get right into it. All right, here's a list of the ALS candidate groups that are going to be precepting throughout this year. Actually, the individuals are volunteers or they are career personnel who have got their medic outside Howard County and want to be paramedics inside Howard County. Right now, we have just volunteers in this group. There's about 4 or 5 of them. The next group that's actually precepting right now is TC 37 contingents, ALS contingents. A couple of you might have seen them. There's only 2 of them in that program right now. So though when TC 37 graduates, we're hoping that they have completed some portion of the clearance process to hopefully speed that up, take a little bit of the pressure off. So we're hoping that's going to be a good change. And then TC 36. Right here, they're going to start next on Monday, essentially. And a lot of this group is all fairly new, almost brand new. So we're going to have to go take our time, have our expectations set appropriately, and we're going to talk about that with preceptor expectations in a little bit. And then finally, we'll have the paramedic program class 10, who is in virtual stuff right now. They come in person to class here at the training academy on June 19th. And then they won't start their first field time until several weeks after that. So that's the breakdown of them. And that's actually pretty simple. Just 4 groups. It's going to be a bunch of people that are precepting. Specifically, TC 36 has 9 in it. So yeah, let's get it done. Cool. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about is the new form. So let's get right into that one. All right. Now let's go over the forms that I've updated. This is the student or the candidates platinum planner page. So when they're done entering all their stuff, all their patients, they go down to forms. They only have one form now to do. It's the field preceptor evaluation form. This is their evaluation of you, the preceptor. And it's a couple of mandatory fields, things that the ALS candidate felt they did well, things they wish they improve in, the station they were at, how the station was set up for them, you, the preceptor name, any comments that they have for you, or essentially for me to give back as general feedback to all preceptors. Preceptors will not be able to see this comment box. So any candidate who writes anything in here will come directly to me, and then I'll disseminate any input out to the rest of you. And then they have an opportunity to say if they feel like they could have been independent, function as independent ALS clinician for this shift, yes and no, and they have to explain why or why not. And then they can select whether or not they want to discuss the shift with me. So that's that. So let me fill out this. Let me just do this. See if we can just type in this real quick. As expected, yes, just so we can show you how. No, yeah, don't care, and no. Okay, so that just fill out all the blocks. So there's something here, and you can see you don't see this comments right here. And then they go and submit it to you at the end of the day. And you have to either sign it then or later, and they hit submit. So that's on them. And then right after that, you log in, and this is your form to fill out as the preceptor. You log in, and then you have a student opportunity to review. So you click that and then review it. You hit complete. You review it. And because there's no patient tab over here. I did that on purpose because I'm just showing you the forms, and see how your only form that you see is right here. So you only have to do one form now. So I condensed everything down to this one form, and it keeps it simple. You just have to do this form. So you fill out your form, you put your preceptor name, the candidate name, and then everything is relatively pre-populated with a 3. And I need preceptors to read these descriptions. It's very important. If you put a 5, you must write some comments. If I see 5s, I must see comments afterwards, because that's indicating exceptional performance in this area. Okay. If you put a 2 or 1, specifically a 1, if you put a 1 here, I need to see comments. Is why was this person completely unsatisfactory in this section, in this question? So 1s and 5s need comments below. I would love comments on everything, but I understand time constraints and stuff, so that's totally fine. I totally get it. And everything is very self-explanatory. I simplified everything. It looks a little bit cleaner. This is a form that I adapted from Platinum Planner itself, and then it combined some of our effective domain stuff and yada yada yada, to kind of condense it into something that's a little bit easier to get through and understand. But the critical thing about this, again, is this: you must understand what the numbers mean. Because I will be sending stuff back to you if you do not comment appropriately on 1s and 5s. And I need you guys to be fair to the ALS candidate. Did they truly, were they middle of the road the whole way down? Is that truly what happened? Is that the truth? Just to be fair to them. And then at the bottom is the same opportunity you have: is could the ALS candidate function as independent ALS clinician? Yes or no, and then why or why not here. And then you sign this by typing your EID, and then you hit save. And that's it. Your form is completed. See, all the numbers are pre-populated. Any comments would have shown up underneath. 1s and 5s get comments. I will send it back and request comments back. But again, please be fair to your candidate. Try to be honest, so that they can grow and become a better provider or a better clinician. That's the whole point of this, is to give good feedback to the ALS candidate so that they become a proficient and confident ALS clinician for Howard County. So it's up to us to do a really good job here to give them the feedback they require in order to grow. So then you go down and hit complete, and you hit approve documentation. And this sends it off to me for final review. All right, that's the new form. It's live now. I'm changing all the classes, all the ALS candidates are going to be using those 2 forms now, and that's it. So hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you. All right, next is preceptor expectations. Let's dive into that. Woohoo! All right, some of the expectations that we will set as education training and ESB for preceptors are as follows. I'm building this out for the preceptor workshops, so stand by for more information. We're going to unpack each of these a little bit more detail in a later video. So just as an overview, it's going to contain the phases of the precepting process. There are 3 phases: the formative phase, competency phase, and team leader evaluation phase. I will explain all of that in another video. Be kind to your ALS candidate. They are learning. Set expectations for your ALS candidate, for you and for the day. Be aware of what phase they're in. Plan for confrontation with your ALS candidate. If you don't have a plan, you will end up failing and make it worse for everybody. So have some idea of what you want to do in those situations. And we're going to talk about that more. And then do your shift review at the end of the day. It's imperative that you do this to help your ALS candidate grow and become a better provider. So that's it for this. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video at the Preceptor Workshop. Have a good one. Take care.